Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We live. We back, man. Welcome back. I'm your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. This is the Golden Goose DFS show where we specialize in single entry 3 max, 20 max contests, man. So if you're new, this your first time stumbling across us, man, you're in the right spot. It don't matter what style contest you play. Contents on point, videos here. Go on and hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bells on so you know when the videos drop and you can be here rocking with us. Alright. Also, do me a small favor while you're here. Hit that like button. Help the channel grow, man. It goes a long way. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. This is my Monday morning quarterback series, or my lineup review, so to speak. Just going over my best lineups from the Sunday main slate, talking about what we did right, what we did wrong, where we can improve at, and this, that, and the third, man. Just my lineup review show. So pull up a chair, let's talk about it. You know I ain't gonna hold you long. Sunday was another okay, I lost like half my buy-in once again, just middle of the road. And the thing that killed us yesterday was the wide receivers. That was it. That was simply it, man. I had I had two of the four highest scoring QBs in my player pool. My QB player pool yesterday consisted of Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Derek Carr, and C.J. Stroud. So had Hurts and Burrow were the two of the higher scoring QBs on the slate, and you definitely could have been in position to win with those guys in your lineup. So we had those. We had the running backs. Every top running back on the slate we had in the player pool nailed. It's just receivers. Receivers hurt me. Not much exposure to CeeDee Lamb, but that's just because I was heavy on Tony Pollard. And I don't like to contradict myself. Let me put it in correct terms, or hedge your bet, so to speak. If I think it's the run game, I don't like to hedge my bet when it comes to DFS, because if I'm gonna be right, I'm just gonna be right. And I was heavy on the run game and Tony Pollard, so I didn't like CeeDee Lamb and Dak as much. I didn't get to any of that. I think I might have had one CeeDee Lamb lineup, but I think it had like C.J. Stroud at QB or something like that. So it didn't work out well. But didn't get there because I like Tony Pollard in the run game. Had A.J. Brown, had Hurts, as you finna see. It just, the rest of my receiver player pool, I nailed tight end, just didn't get the receivers right. This was the $1.20 max, my best lineup, 182 over there. Went with the Hurts skinny stack. Just coming into the slate, knew Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts would be two of the higher owned QBs, so I wanted to find ways to get different in those stacks. I went with a skinny one here with Devontae Smith and ran it back with Jahan Dotson. Although I liked McLaurin yesterday, I got plenty of him, as you'll see on my next lineup. Like I said, I wanted to get different in this particular stack, and I thought skinny with Devontae and running back with Dotson would be a solid way. As you can see, the rest of the lineup is going to be pretty chalky. But Hurts, like I said, with Smith, ran back with Dotson. My running backs had Kamara and Breece Hall over here, two of the chalky on running backs on the slate. But I loved Breece Hall. I had plenty of him. I had probably 70-80% of Breece Hall yesterday. Alvin Kamara right here, 27% was solid. Christian Kirk just failed me right here. Jacksonville against Pittsburgh, just nothing over here for him in the passing game. 4 receptions, 46 yards. Dawson was solid, as I already spoke. Trey McBride, the chalk, but the nuts at tight end yesterday. 2,800 gave you 25 fantasy points. That chalk tight end got there, but we was in on him. I had a piece of him. He was just too cheap. I liked it, the Baltimore side. I like Lamar stack. So Trey McBride was one of my favorite running backs from Arizona, so I had plenty of him yesterday. But guy like Zay Flowers here and Christian Kirk, those 5K sprinkle receivers that missed, I had them. So Zay Flowers here at 23% on, only gave us 7 fantasy points, as Baltimore got it done on the ground with Gus Edwards. I had him in my player pool as well. I did hedge that bet. Now, I cannot lie, but I wanted all parts of those offense. I thought it was a situation where everybody could succeed. I thought they would just crush the Cardinals. I mean, they put up 31, but they mostly came on the ground. So Zay Flowers hurt here. Got to the Jaguars at 2,800, 11 points. They were solid enough for me to have a win here. When you look at my second lineup, very, very similar. 171. This one I actually double stacked. Hurts with Brown and Goddard and ran it back with McLaurin in this particular one. So this one I was a little more chalkier with my stack, but you can see I got a little different at my one-offs here with Rashid Shaheed and Deontay Johnson because I knew the chalk portion of it with Hurts and Brown would be chalky, and I was still going Brees Hall. I had him in everything. Jonathan Taylor just robbed us of a bigger day here. He had finished 5 yards short of the 100-yard bonus, and Zach Moss vultured a touchdown from him on the goal line. He could have had a much better day. I'm okay with it. Just didn't work out in our favor this time, but I definitely still will be going back to Jonathan Taylor if he's going to be this price tag. Got him at 12% on. Could have been better from him, but we'll take that L right there. Brees Hall was just solid yesterday, and he just came through the air, like nothing on the ground, only 17 rushing yards. So he got many ways to beat you. That's why he deserved to be one of the chalk locks of yesterday's slate. A.J. Brown, of course, big day for him. He just continues to set records out here, 2 receiving touchdowns as this was the game to have. I said in my QB's video during the week that I didn't think the Commanders would push Philly again, but I was wrong. They pushed them again. They found a way to score. I didn't think Washington would score much, especially not the way that offense has been looking as of late, but they got it done. They found something that worked against Philly. This was the game you had to have, and Howard was the QB. If you stacked Howard, you was in there. McLaurin, long as you didn't put him with McLaurin, you needed like Dotson and Thomas or something. He was just spreading the ball around. McLaurin was just okay. Got a receiving touchdown, but needed a little more volume from him here in this spot. Rashid Shaheed, I actually went here because I got news that Michael Thomas wasn't feeling well, like I'm pretty sure everybody got. So I thought this close to game time, I thought for sure Michael Thomas just wasn't going to play. Although he played, I still chose to leave Shaheed in there because I'm like, he's the deep threat. He's the guy. All it can take is one pass for him to hit value at 3,900, and that's pretty much what happened here. As you see, 3 catches for 153 yards and a touchdown. That's the upside he provides at 3,900. So I just left him in here at 6% on. Had Goddard did not come through for us. And then Deontay Johnson felt like Jacksonville would get up and Pitt would have to throw a lot playing from behind here. And I was correct in that assumption. Deontay Johnson was having a solid game. The quarterback getting hurt from picks definitely hurt his production here, so he didn't quite come through like we needed. And then the Falcons defense just getting torched by Will Levis. Did not see that coming. Anybody that know me, I tell the fam all the time, man, give me any defense against a QB getting his first ever start, a rookie QB, all that. I take the defense any given day in that matchup. So that's why I got to the Falcons, like most people did here, 18%. But Will Levis just lit them up. But there you have it. Like I said, man, lost half my buy-in over there. We were right there knocking on the door, man. Just ain't quite put all the pieces to the puzzle together yet, but it's coming, man. That big takedown is coming. I'm telling you, it's on the way. That's going to do it for us here today, man. Patreons, all that down below. You know what to do if you want to be a part of the game. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.